Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking at every single 2023 New York City Comic Con Funko product and put them on a tier list. And before we get into this video, please make sure to leave a like on this video, hit the subscribe button. Now let's go. As many of you know, New York City Comic Con is this upcoming weekend, so we wanted to go ahead and do a full tier list of every single Funko product that's going to be coming out this weekend. Tomorrow, Thursday, the Heavy Metal Funko box is supposed to be dropping. That is a mystery box. We are probably going to go ahead and try to unbox one of those. However, we are not going to be ranking any of the Funko products from that box in this tier list. The only ones from that box that are going to be ranked in this tier list are going to be the limited 1,000 piece mascots that are actually glow in the dark and is exclusive to the show. Alright, that's enough talking, so let's go ahead and rank every single Funko figure that's coming out this weekend. So the very first Funko product that we're going to be ranking is the Bitty Pop Heavy Metal Halloween Freddy Funkos. Those are super cool. They're limited to 1,000 pieces, and they have Freddy Funkos as different Halloween characters. So at the very front, you see the Freddy Funko as the Jack-o'-lantern, the Freddy Funko as the Wolfman. They also have Freddy Spirit. I think this is super cool, and especially if you're into Bitty Pops and you're going to be at the show, this is a must grab. However, I will say, because it is part of the Bitty Pop line, I don't think it's going to be an S tier ranking. I'm going to go ahead and put it safely in the A tier. And the very next Funko Pop that we're going to go ahead and put in the ranking is the McNugget with the pails. When this first got announced, I was like, oh my god, this is the pumpkin nugget all over again. I mean, they just go ahead. Funko knows how to do their Halloween exclusives perfectly, and I think it's such a unique pop because it does have the pails. And if you guys don't know, those pails are actually being turned into lounge flies. So I'm gonna go ahead and rank the McNugget with the pails in S tier. I think it is a very unique pop. I think it fits perfectly with New York City Comic Con. So because it is that cool and unique, I'm gonna put it in the S tier ranking. All right, so the very next Funko Pop that we see is actually Ichigo from Bleach. I think this is a pretty cool pop. I mean, we have seen a lot of Ichigo pops been made in the past few years. I'm gonna go ahead and slot this one in the B tier. All right, so the very next Funko Pop is the Care Bears No Heart with a book. Me personally, it just, the no heart part kind of just makes me think of Kingdom Hearts, the Heartless. The character itself honestly looks something straight out of Scooby-Doo. I wasn't really too big into Care Bears growing up, so I personally don't really care for this pop. However, I'm going to go ahead and honestly, because it does have a decent mold, I'll keep it in the B tier for now. Alright, so the very next Funko Pop we have is the Harley Quinn with the mallet. I think this is a really cool mold of Harley Quinn. I do like the mallet. Again, I'm not a huge Warner Brothers or DC collector. The only problem that I have is that there is a lot of Harley Quinn pops out there. But again, I don't have any issues with this mold in particular. So I'm going to go ahead and actually slot this one also in the B tier. I think it's a B tier Funko Pop as well. The next Funko Pop we're going to be taking a look at is Big Barda from Justice League. Again, another superhero character. Personally, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am just not too into like the very niche superheroes. I don't collect them at all. As a person who's not that into DC figures, I'm gonna go ahead and probably rank this one as a C tier. All right, so I am super excited for this one. This is a 2-pack that I've been waiting for. This is Makomo and Sabito from Demon Slayer. I am super happy that Funko went ahead and added these two in a 2-pack, and I'm super excited that's in a New York City Comic Con format. They did go ahead and release the common versions of both pops. The good thing about this one is that they actually do have both of the masks in this one. I think this honestly goes up to the A tier list. I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me. It is not an S tier because, again, S tier for me is something that's super unique to the convention. It fits the theme and it looks cool. So the very next Funko Pop is going to be the Owlbear, and this is from the, I believe, the latest movie, the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Honestly, this is a really cool looking pop. I do see how a lot of people would probably enjoy picking this one up. Very similar to, I think, the dragon from the movie. A lot of people enjoy that. I think a lot of people are going to pick this one up. I think this is a sleeper pick. Again, it is from the movie, so maybe not a lot of popularity behind it. But because the Owlbear actually looks better than the NFT one that is releasing, I'm honestly going to put this one in A tier. So another pop that I feel like a lot of people that are really into the older cartoons are going to like. I do love that it is Halloween themed. I like the fact that Garfield again has the witch hat. I think it looks really cool with the cauldron stirring. I think it's very fitting for New York City Comic Con. However, I do not think it is cool enough to go ahead and put it in the A tier. I think this pop is honestly deserves to be in the B tier. So this one is honestly, I'm very torn about this one just because of the movie it is based off. So I would pick it up if it was classic Ghostbusters. I thought the Afterlife movie was sweet and all, but it's just like the pops themselves, they just weren't too unique. They started reproducing all the little mini Stay Puffs. However, I will say the Egon Spengler looks really, really good. I think the mold looks good. I do like that it's see-through, has that blue kind of tint to it. But because of the IP that it's attached behind, I just can't really get behind it too much. So I'm going to go ahead and slot this one also in the B tier. Alright, so this is a really cool pop. I do enjoy this one a lot. It is the High Evolutionary Pop from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is a cool one. And honestly, I personally enjoy the pop a lot. I think it's a cool pop. It fits the Marvel universe. It fits the character very well. However, it's not anything crazy. Like, I wouldn't put it in the A tier or the S tier. Again, I'm going to be ranking a lot of these pops in that B tier range. Again, a very good character, but I would say the probably a little bit more details or maybe some scarring would have been cooler to make the pop really stand out. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put this one in the B tier. So I personally, when this character first came out, it was like, what, Freddy Bones? Oh my god, I absolutely loved it. I thought the idea was super cool. I like that they added the Funko Pop mask at the top. However, we're going to go ahead and decide right now which one we like better. Do we like the blacklight or do we like the regular one better? And in my opinion, I'm actually going to go ahead and rank the blacklight one in the A tier list. I'll put the blacklight in A tier. And I'm going to go and actually move the regular skull in the S tier. First off, if you're going to New York City Comic Con and you enjoy Halloween and you enjoy the aesthetic of what New York City Comic Con has to offer, this is honestly, these are two pops I would highly recommend you pick up. I think they're super cool and I absolutely love them. So S tier and A tier is the ranking for these two pops. So now we're going into convention exclusives mascots. So again, you're going to be able to get these mascots in the at-home Heavy Metal Halloween box. The only problem is they're not glow in the dark. So we're going to be ranking these off of, again, the show exclusives and how the mascots look. Once again, I'm a huge fan of the Jack Carver. I love anything pumpkin. I love anything Jack-o'-lantern related. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the S tier. I think it's a really cool pop. I really enjoy it. And yeah, I think it is an S tier pop. The next one is Rusty Steel. It's pretty cool. It has like kind of like this metal skeleton mask on the front. Has a mohawk on it. I think it's a cool pop. However, it's not as cool as the Jack Carver, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the A tier. So we're actually, it's the Phil D. Graves. So I'm actually torn between the Jacko Carver and the Phil D. Graves. I think they're both really cool mascots, but if I'm going to pick up one at-home box, again, I'm a huge fan of pumpkins. I'm picking up the Jacko Carver, but the Phil D. Graves, I believe, is an S tier pop. Again, if you're a fan of Halloween, New York City Comic Con, this one, in my opinion, just looks super cool with the, it's like a bass guitar, has the top hat on. I mean, I absolutely love ghouls and stuff, so we're putting that one in the S tier. And then finally is Sid Vicious. This one's a cool one as well, just because it kind of reminds me of Creature from the Black Lagoon. However, it does not top the Jacko Carver and the Phil D. Graves. It's another one where I think it's like, again, it's a really good pop, but it's just not passing the likes of Phil D. Graves and Jacko Carver. So we're going to put those in A tier as well. So now this is like, oh man, I don't understand with Funko. This is honestly the pops that kind of just frustrate me, because it's like for the past 3 years they've been making the same mold, they've been making the same literally the same mold, just different colors, and it's just so frustrating. We have the New York City Pigeon and the New York City Pizza Rat. So we're putting both the Pigeon and the Pizza Rat in the D tier. Alright guys, so up next we have the Indiana Jones with the torches and snakes. So this is a pretty cool one. If you're an Indiana Jones fan, you know, I'm pretty sure you would want to buy this. My only concern with this one is that there's just so many different Indiana Jones pops with the same kind of pose and the figures, and honestly, when you got stuff like the Indiana Jones with the boulder, like stuff that's just so much better than a pop like this is what makes me just kind of want to put this one in the C tier. Okay, so this is a really cool pop. I think it's super unique, and I love when Funko goes ahead and experiments with really dark, like, horror characters from the movies. So this is from Insidious, The Last Key, and this one is the Key Demon. The pop looks absolutely amazing. Similar to the Owl Bear, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the A tier. All right, so the very next Funko Pops is from Inuyasha. So these are okay. So we got Shippo on the horse. It's a cool one. It's like a little 6-inch pop. You know, I never really watched the show, so for that reason, we're gonna put the Shippo on the horse in C tier. Inuyasha with the black hair, that was a Toy Tokyo, which is kind of cool, but again, another C tier for me. And all right, guys, here we go. Oh man, another one that's just like, why Funko? Why? Like, why would you make these? Like, your mashups, all your other mashups are kind of flopping, and this is just, in my opinion, no exception. So it is the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes as the Harry Potter houses. So, you know, you got Sylvester with the Slytherin, you have Bugs Bunny as with Gryffindor, and so on and so forth. I mean, listen guys, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. These are D tier pops, every single one of them. The very next Funko Pop we got is the Captain America. Again, this is, I believe, was it the Vault edition? So again, it's gonna come with the pin, the collectible card. I think those are cool. I think they're fun, and I like when they release them for a Comic-Con, just because, you know, when they release them for a Comic-Con, they sell out, they're not going to get produced. They do actually have a limited piece of 25,000. That's still a lot, but I think for a Marvel fan, the box is very different. I do like the way it comes and the way you can display it. I'm going to go ahead and put this one also in a B tier. I think it's nice, guys. It's a cool pop. It's a cool pop. All right, guys, so now we have another limited edition pop. This one's actually not exclusive to the convention. This is a pop, a Loungefly bag bundle. And this is actually Mike Guy with the 8 inner gates diamond. So this is honestly a really cool pop. However, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is a little bit lazy. I mean, I've been watching art, so I really enjoy it, but it's lazy. Yes, it's limited pieces. Yes, it's cool, but it's just a diamond variant of a mold that has already been created. It is, you know, a lazy pop, and it's just something they're kind of putting out there. I'm putting this one, honestly, again, it's cool that it's limited edition piece, but because it's lazy, we're putting this one in the C tier. Okay, so up next, we have, honestly, probably one of the most hyped pops. This is the Luffy Wanted poster. This is probably going to be the item on the Funko shop that sells out instantly. Very similar to every other One Piece pop. So based off hype alone, and honestly, I do think the Wanted posters, the way they've been releasing them, is pretty unique. Like, again, a lot of them have been coming out during the New York Comic-Con or the conventions. And one more thing that I want to just go ahead before we rank this is that these are really cool. Like, these display really nice. The Wanted poster is done very well. The way the pop is like kind of reenacting whatever the Wanted poster is doing. The box looks really good. So for that, just because I do have an experience of having one in hand, I'm actually putting this in an S tier, guys. The hype is just too real for this pop. This is a cool pop. You need to get it. So the very next pop is Geordi LaForge in the chair. I'm not a big fan of Star Trek. I mean, it is cool the way they position it. It's a little bit more unique than other Star Trek pops. But because, again, very similar to the other properties, and I have zero interest in it at all, I'm going to go ahead and put this one in C tier. Alright, so again, this character right here, a lot of people are hyped for it. It's the Darth Maul, has like the robotic legs. I mean, this pop is really good. If you're a fan of Star Wars, this pop is really cool. You know, Darth Maul, every single time a new pop releases, a lot of hype behind it. I'm going to go ahead and put this one, honestly, in the A tier. Very similar to Luffy, has a lot of hype behind it. Alright, so this Funko Pop right here is super cool. So it's Ray Phillip from the latest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This is such a unique pop. Everything about it is, you know, just screams like it just pops out of the movie. And I mean, the pops from that movie have been really cool, but the fact that they made this villain into a New York Comic-Con pop, I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's gonna deserve an A tier slot for sure. All right, moving on, we have this glow-in-the-dark Toxic Avenger pop. This one has actually been leaked. Same with the Ray Phillip and the Darth Maul. They've been leaked and been coming out in stores early. This is another cool, unique pop. I don't know much of the character, but again, because it glows in the dark, it has really unique features, and the character has never been made before. We're also going to be putting this one in the A tier. So up next, guys, we have the X-Men Goblin Queen. Don't know much about the Goblin Queen. I think it looks okay. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say this is the best thing in the world. I think it's a cool superhero pop, but me personally, since I just, again, don't know too much about the character, have no interest in the character, we're gonna go ahead and rank this one also in the C tier. All right, guys, so here we go. We got the Dark Magician Girl. This one's a Toy Tokyo. For all my Yu-Gi-Oh fans, you guys have probably been waiting for this for a very, very long time. I personally absolutely love the Dark Magician. I'm very happy they went ahead and made this character as a New York City Comic Con pop. And for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the A tier. I personally really enjoy the pop. I think it's a cool one. You gotta pick it up. All right, so with all of these sodas, and because they're not really Funko Pops, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of speed run these. I'm not gonna go too deep into every single one. I'm just gonna really let you guys know if I like it, if I don't, and just kind of rank them really quickly. So the first one up is the Willy Wonka 6-liter. This one, in my opinion, is honestly just a C tier Funko soda. So this is just a regular Funko soda. I don't know why, I feel like they've made a bunch of creepers, but I could be completely wrong. This one's also, again, a C tier. We got Scooby-Doo with the Funko Rewind. This one, I think, is also C tier. Again, very mid. Now, this is a soda that I'm a huge fan of. I really, really enjoy the Freddy Funko sodas, and I do like this one that is like a costume, and the Chase version's a glow-in-the-dark one that's really cool. So we're gonna go and put this one in the A tier. So this Funko soda is the exception. We have Stitch as the skeleton Funko soda. Honestly, another one that, for my opinion, again, just C tier, I have no interest in. Then for My Hero Academia, we have this Funko soda. I think it's pretty basic. Actually, it's not, honestly, it's not better than the ones that we listed before. So we're actually putting this one in D tier. Then we have Lord Zed. This is a cool one, and I actually did see the Chase version, and the Chase version is pretty unique. So I'm gonna go ahead and also put this one in C tier. And these, in my opinion, are D tier. I have no interest in them. And then finally, we have the Santa Claus. I actually do like the Santa Claus because it has the hat on them, has a scroll. So this one is a little bit, honestly, better than the other ones. Again, I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan, so we're gonna go ahead and slot them in the B tier. All right, so after ranking all 44 Funko products that are going to release at New York City Comic Con, what do you guys think of my tier list? So I just want to wish everybody that is going to New York City Comic Con or getting these Funko products online the best of luck. Hopefully everybody gets what they are going for. Again, I don't have too much of a want. I do want the mystery box tomorrow, which we're going to be doing a unboxing on our channel as always. And again, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys liked this video. Please make sure to leave a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.